Who will introduce Dr. Fuljale?
Now, is it clear? I have checked the solution, but I haven't implemented it for streaming.
Did you say something?
Yeah.
What is that?
Till evening, I was checking the solution for our live streaming issue.
Is it
I could
working?
get, I could get it, but I couldn't implement it yet. I need to test it. Okay.
Okay. So
It has,
today we will test it and we'll try it tomorrow for
yeah,
tomorrow's session.
yeah. By tomorrow, it will be ready.
Uh,
But today we will just upload the video. Okay.
as yesterday.
Yes. My effort is also their way to make it more interesting and lively for students. Okay, because these days we are witnessing somewhat, you know, kind of situation we need to really improve on. Okay, so I was little bit panic as well in the evening. Okay, sitting on your ear, and you said me, why are you not going? See, unless this hurdle gets away, I can't feel relieved. Otherwise, it will be my surrender.
Sometimes surrender won't be surrender if we are ready for jump.
If we are ready for
Jump.
jump.
You take two steps back if you want to jump.
Yeah. No, but surrendering with the technical issues makes us somewhat,
We all are not
very,
technical experts. We are trying, experimenting, learning out of this.
yeah, yeah. But still, as far as my 10 years of, journey of professional engineering, especially technical colleges, I shouldn't face this many difficulties these days. That is my personal understanding from inside.
So
So
what is
I
role
don't,
sharing today?
pardon? Yeah, role
What is role
sharing.
sharing?
I will introduce the program and Vaibhav sir will introduce the guest and maybe one of us will take the question answer session. If madam agrees in between, okay, she will go for the question answer session. Otherwise, one of us, and then vote of thanks. We should, according to you. Okay, so you will do vote of thanks?
Anybody can do that. Whoever
Yeah,
is
but
there ready and handy.
no. See, we too will be repeated otherwise unnecessarily afterwards.
So I'll propose vote of thanks that way.
Yeah. Either
If Dr. Athwale is there,
yeah,
is
either
he in the
she or
department?
you. Yeah, either she or
Is
you.
she in the department?
No, not yet.
She haven't joined.
Yeah, she might be on the way otherwise. Can we hide the participants from these attendees? There is an option, but check if you could.
So Dr. Fuljale, would you be joining from 2 devices? Dr. Fuljale.
I think he is not able to get your voice. Repeat.
Dr. Fuljale, can you hear us?
He is not responding. But he is on the desk. Yeah. Sir, louder, please.
Dr. Fuljale, can you hear us? Dr. Fuljale, can you hear us?
Sir, are you getting voice? Fuljale, sir, are you getting voice? Yes, sir, getting. Let's check your mic, sir, please. Speak on something. So, should we start now?
But
It's enough.
we are not getting anything from Dr. Fuljale.
Fuljale, sir, are you getting my voice? Check your mic, sir. Fuljale, sir.
Tufan sir, are you there in the college or where are you? Kindly unmute yourself. We are not getting any voice from Dr. Fuljale.
Whom do you want to speak to? Sheikh sir.
There is one guest, Shri Tufan Avtare sir from his college. He has joined. So I want to
Yeah.
check whether Doctor he can listen, maybe have my voice and then he can communicate.
Yes.
If he
Hello.
can, hello.
Yes.
Can you
Fuljali.
hear us? Can you hear us?
Am I?
Yes, you are. Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Probably you are audible now. Okay. So once more, let us have. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So without, should we begin?
Sure, sure.
Uh, am I audible clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you are.
Yeah. Now you
Okay.
are audible, sir. Yes. So without spending much time now, let's begin to this.
Dr. Javre, there is message by Dr. Sheikh, Aslam Sheikh, about no voice. So kindly check and counter check whether the voice is there in the voice.
Yeah. Now I think it's there. Is everything all right?
I think it
Yeah.
should be.
Right? Okay.
Right, right.
So let's proceed now. So I welcome you all, the virtual participants or as guests and the chief guest for talk, along with the
Hello.
students, on this fourth day of our Noe series. And as we have new guest, we have new topic as well along with the new guest. And the guest will be introduced by Mr. Vaibhav Masran. So I request Vaibhav Masran sir to please introduce the guest. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, today is the fourth session of Noise series, and today's guest is and subject is Dr. Dharmapal Sir, working as assistant professor in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Arts, Commerce, Science, Dharmapur. He has 10 years experience of undergraduation and postgraduation. He is also research supervisor in Gondwana, 4 PhD scholars ongoing, and 2 M.Phil scholars awarded under the Writer Council. He has worked on various committees in university, member of board of studies in English and Science Language Gondwana University. He is member of syllabus subcommittee for Hindi and Linguist in English Gondwana University. He is member of Associations of English Studies in India and member of Linguistic Society of India. He was as a subject expert in various interviews, and he is coordinator of IQAC Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Arts, Commerce and Science. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Postgraduate Teaching Department of English. Now I hand over the session to Dr. Dharmapal Sir.
Yes, Fulzale sir, you may proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, Vaibhav Masram sir. The postgraduate Department of English, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, organized lecture series, as you know, series since 1st of the September. Today is the fourth session. The head of the Department of PGDT English, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, respected Dr. Vivek Joshi sir, Madam Dr. Shilpa Athavle, Dr. Pramod Javrekar, Professor Vaibhav Meshram sir, respected teaching fraternity of English, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, and dear student participants. Today, my lecture entitled Motivation and Attitudes for Learning English. I am Dr. D.B. Fulchele, Assistant Professor from the Department of English, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Art, Commerce and Science, Brahmapuri. While talking about the motivation and attitudes for English language, am I audible, sir?
Yeah,
Hello.
please go ahead.
You are, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes.
Yeah. Motivation and attitudes for English language. Before talking about the motivation and attitude for English language, let's talk about significance of English as an introductory part. Due to the rapid spread of industrial development, international trade and commerce, science and technology, and most importantly, globalization, which blurs the boundaries among the various nations. And the economy is open to all. Consequently, the whole world became a global village. In such a panorama, English has become a world language or international language. We cannot deny it whether English as a world language or international language. Dear friends, according to Pandit Nehru, English is a big key to the modern world. English is a big key to the modern world. It means that it paved a way to work in a various sectors. In a various sectors. Dear friends, let me tell you one thing. We should avoid the prejudices and biases pertaining to English language, such as linguism and regionalism. Linguism, that is called Bhashavad, and regionalism, that is called Prantavad. In Maharashtra, Marathi is our mother tongue. We're proud of it. We love Marathi. But a better sister of Marathi is English, which gives the wages for us. Which gives the wages for us. Therefore, English should be studied. Some people are greatly influenced by the particular ideology which is biased and having prejudices. According to them, studying English in India means we are returning the legacy of colonialism. But this notion is constructed. This is not a reality. While talking about the significance of English in India, M.A. Patel, in his book entitled English Language Teaching, has rightly pointed out that English, however, must continue to be studied. It is a language which is rich in literature, humanistic, scientific, and technical discourses. If under the sentimental urges, and if under the we give up English, we would cut off ourselves from the living stream of ever growing knowledge. Because it is a language of science, technology, law, trade, and commerce, and whatnot. Today, nobody asks what is your qualification. If you are fluent in English, definitely you will get the job in various sectors as depicted by Dr. Ujede sir. The various opportunities for the lecture. In Indian perspective, English is a second language and a foreign language. In such a situation, motivation and attitudes are the key factors in learning English language. Then let's talk about what is motivation. Motivation is an internal state or condition, sometimes described as a need or desire, will or want, that serves to activate or boost behavior and give it proper directions. So we need motivation. So what are the factors of motivations? Motivations result from the interactions of both conscious and unconscious factors, such as the factors of motivation. Number first, intensity of desire or need. What do you want? Whether you are intense towards your desire or not. Intensity of desire. If you want to become a voracious readers of English literature, that is the intensity of desires. Then another factor for motivation is incentive or reward value of the goal. If you have a goal, incentive or reward value of the goal. Means after studying English, what kind of incentive you get? What kind of reward you get? Your teachers always motivates you, your teacher always motivates you to do something concrete and substantial in your life. So incentive and reward of the goal is one of the factors of motivation. And another factor of motivation, that is expectations of individual himself. As a student, what are my expectations in my life? Or what are the expectations of other from the individual, whether he or she? Yes, expectations from parent, expectations from teacher. Teachers teachers have expectations from their student. What is the expectation of teachers? The English teachers having expectation that their students should command over the English language. This is the expectation, and these are the factors of motivation. Then, what are the types of motivations? I am not talking about the theoretical part of motivation, just to understand the concept of motivation. I am simplifying all these things. What are the types of motivation? Educational psychology has identified two basic classifications of motivation. Number first motivation is extrinsic motivation, that is external motivation. Means we get motivations from external agencies, your parents, relatives, or your teachers are the persons from the society. And another type of motivation, that is intrinsic motivation. The inspirations comes from within. That is called intrinsic motivation. Now I'm talking about the extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is a motivation to perform and prosper for the sake of achieving a specific result or outcome. External motivations comes from outside influences on the individual. And the common extrinsic motivators are rewards or the threat of punishment. The teacher of English has given you a task of prepare a speech of 15 minutes in English on Constitution Day. So we have threats of punishment from that teacher. So common extrinsic motivators are reward. What rewards you get? You will get certificates. You will get appreciation from the teacher. So general or common extrinsic motivators are rewards and the threat of punishment. Now I'm talking about the intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation arises from a desire to learn a particular matter or a topic due to its inherent interest, for self-fulfillment or enjoyment, and to achieve a mastery of the subject. If someone is greatly influenced by the greatest tragedies of Shakespeare, such as Hamlet, Othello, Macbeth, and King Lear, so inspirations comes from within for self-fulfillment or enjoyment. The students who has a desire or the inspiration comes from within, then he devotes himself to read these great tragedies day and night. So intrinsic motivations comes from within. It exists within the individual rather than relying on external pressures or desires for reward. Then what is your motivation behind learning English language? So then what is your motivation? Your motivation will be to get a knowledge. Some students have a motivation to pass only examination. Some students have motivation to study English as a subject or English as a language. Some have to fulfill the wishes of parents, to fulfill the wishes of teachers or others. Some students have to make a better career, and some students have to earn a better salary to become a good orator of English. Some students have the motivations like to earn prestige and position in society and many more, etc., and blah, blah. There are various motivations behind learning English language. So motivation is a key factor, is a vital factor for learning English. So you should be motivated for a particular reason. So motivation is an important factor, is a significant factor to learn English. Then what is attitude?
What is an attitude? According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, attitude is the way that you think or feel about. What you think about a particular person, what you think about a particular object, what you think about a particular society, and what you feel about. So the way that you think and feel about, that is called motivation according to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. For example, teacher's attitude towards student. What are the attitudes of the teachers towards the student? Changes in public attitude to marriage. Government's attitude towards farmer or poor, and students of literature or English attitudes towards English language. So the way that you think or feel about, that is called attitude. According to the research based Princeton University, which define attitude as a complex mental state involving beliefs and feelings and values and dispositions, that is temperament, to act in a certain way. So these are some of the definitions of attitude. In common parlance, in general talk, an attitude is a way of feeling. An attitude is a way of feeling or acting towards a person, thing, or situation. In general talk, an attitude is a way of feeling toward a person, thing, or situation. Is a way of feeling or acting toward a person, thing, or situation. For example, passion for sport, passion for dancing, passion for reading, passion for writing, passion for speaking, or dislike for a certain actor or certain person or a teacher, and negativity toward life in general are some of the examples of an attitude. So in general, attitude is a state of mind. Your attitude is your mindset. It is the way you look at things. It is a way you look at the things mentally. It indicates one's feeling either favorably or unfavorably to a person, objects, and events. Attitudes are evaluative statements. What is the attitude of a student towards his teacher? So, students are evaluating his teacher whether he is student friendly, whether he is self-centered. So, attitudes are evaluative statements. Attitude reflects how one feels about something. Attitude reflects how one feels about something. For example, when someone says, I like teaching. When someone says, I like teaching, he or she is expressing his attitude about his work or her work or profession. Attitude is a response to a person, objects, and events, and attitudes undergo changes. Attitudes undergo changes. Attitudes affect our perception, in turn, behavior. It means attitudes affect our behavior. Attitudes are not inborn. Attitudes are not inborn. Attitudes are not inherited. They are acquired. As T.S. Eliot said, that tradition is not inborn, but tradition is inherited. In the same way, attitudes are not inherited, they are acquired or learned by people from the environment in which they live, they grow, they interact. Are you aware of this? Attitude can be positive or negative. Attitude can be positive or negative. Some people view their life from positive perspective, and some people view their life from negative perspective. So attitudes can be positive or negative. When you are optimistic and anticipate successful encounters, you convey a positive attitude, and people usually respond favorably. On the other hand, when you are pessimistic, when you are negative, expect the wrong things, expect the worst, your attitude is often negative and people tend to avoid you. Quite simply, you take the picture of life you want to take. Now I'm talking about the model that is called Johari window. Johari window is a technique that helps people for better understanding of their relationship with themselves or others. It was developed by American psychologist Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham in 1955. Luft and Ingham named their model Johari using a combination of their first name, that is Joe from Joseph and Harry from Harrington, and it becomes Johari. Johari window is a technique, is a model. According to Johari window model, when we live in the society, we find four kind of personality in the society. There are four type of windows. That four type of window means there are four types of personality are living in this society. The first window is, that is, I am okay. The first window is, that is, I am okay. You are okay. This window is called open self or open area, according to Johari window model. So the first window is, I am okay, you are okay. I am okay means what? What do we mean by the expression? What do we mean by the statement, I am okay? I am okay means what? I am okay means what? Do you think that I am okay means you are feeling well, you are feeling good, you are wonderful? So what do we mean by
I think there is disturbance in the connectivity.
There is problem.
There is problem from speaker side.
It will resolve automatically.
Yeah, let us wait.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, now it's.
Yes,
Am
you
I
are.
audible?
There was a breakage in the connectivity. Now it's okay. Right.
Am I audible now, Joshi sir?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible now.
It's not.
Am I audible now?
Yes, it's good,
Yes,
sir.
you are audible. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
You are audible, sir.
So, according to Johari window model, the first window is I am okay, you are okay. So, what do we mean by the statement I am okay? Do you think that I am okay means you are feeling well, you are feeling good, you are feeling wonderful, or you have a very good health? Not at all. I am okay means I can do this. It shows your ability to do something. It shows your capacity to do something. I am okay means I can do this. I am good in English. I am good in grammar. I am good in phonetics. I am good in mathematics. I have a very good handwriting. I am good in history. So it shows your ability. I am okay. I am okay means I can do this. I can overcome every hurdle of my life. Yes, challenges are there, but I can convert challenges into opportunities and overcome the every problem of my life. That is the meaning of I am okay. Then you are okay means what? What do you mean by you are okay? You are okay means, do you think that you are okay means you are a great man? You are a very good man? You are a very wonderful man? You are a very honest man? Not at all. You are okay means you can do this. You have a very good handwriting. It needs the sense of appreciation. Because appreciating someone is a very good quality. You are okay. I am okay means I am good in English. You are also good in English. You are okay means you can do this. You can overcome the every hurdles and problems of your life. Yes, I can do anything. Yes, I can command over the English within a 6 minutes. Within a 6 months, I can command over the English language. Day and night I devote to acquire a mastery over English language. So I am okay means I can do this, and you are okay means you can also do this. This kind of persons are we find in the society. People are very positive persons. They are very optimistic. They don't have any kind of negative thinking. They are totally a positive person, optimistic persons. So such kind of persons we find in the society. Yes, someone says that yes, I can do this, and he also said to others, you can also do this. This is the sense of appreciation is very important. This is a good quality of human life. So first window is I am okay, I can do this. And second window is you are okay, means you can do this. Now coming to the second window of Johari window model. So first window is totally move towards positivism, optimism. Now coming to the second window. In the second window, I am okay. You are not okay. So what do you mean by I am okay? In the second window, I am okay, and second statement is you are not okay. In the first window, we have seen that I am okay, you are okay, means both are positive. I can do this, you can do this. In the second window, I am okay, you are not okay. I am okay means I can do this. I can do this. My handwriting is very good. I can write poem. I can do everything. My geography is very good. My economics is very good. My everything is very good. But you can't do anything. Some kind of persons are find we in the society. Means he appreciates himself, but he is not ready to appreciate others. He always thinks about others negatively. You are not good in English. I am only good in English. You are not good in English. Your handwriting is not good. Your mathematics is not good. Your painting is not good. You don't have any dancing sense. I can dance. So this window is called hidden self or hidden area. So such kind of person also we find in the society. Means I can do this, but you cannot do this. I am good in everything. I am good in English. I am good in mathematics. I am good in linguistics, but you are not. I will pass English subject with a distinction, but you cannot. So such kind of person we find in the society. Did you understand? Now coming to the third window. The third window is, I am not okay. First sentence is, I am not okay, but you are okay. Means my English is not good. I can't dance. I can't write poetry. I can't memorize anything. I can't do anything, but you are very good in English. You are very good in mathematics. You are very good in history. You are very good in Marathi. You are good, better and best in everything, but I can't do anything. Such kind of person also we find in this society. Such kind of persons are also living in this society. Means he underestimates himself, but he appreciates the other. So such kind of person, this window is called blind self or blind area. Then another window we are going to study, that is the last window, that is the first sentence is, I am not okay. And the second sentence is, you are not okay. What do you mean by I am not okay? Means I can't do anything. I am not good in English. I am not good in economics. My handwriting is not good. Whatever teacher taught in the class, I do not understand. I am not good in everything. I am not okay means I can't do anything. And you are not okay means you are also not good in English. You are not good in mathematics. You are not good in history. Your handwriting is not good. You can't dance properly. You can't act properly. These people are total negative people in the society. Whenever the parents assign them something, we find the pronouns on their forehead. They are totally negative person. They viewed life, they view life from negative perspective, from pessimistic perspective. I am not okay. I can't do this. You are not okay. You can't do this. So this kind of window is called unknown self or unknown age. So these are four kinds of personality prevalent in this society. So my humble request to my dear students and dear teachers to think only and only about the first window, that is, I am okay and you are okay. I am good in English and you are good in English. English is not a tough subject. It is constructed that the seniors, the relatives, and the others told us that English is a very tough and difficult subject. But in reality, it is not difficult, because you have to change your attitude, and your attitude leads you to a destination. So you have to think positively and you have to feel positively. So I'm asking you, you raise your hand, in which window you belong. To which window you belong. If someone is not belonging to first window, please try to be a part of the first window. Try to be a part of the first personality. That is, I am okay, I can do this, and you can do this. Because you are the future of our country. My dear students, you are the future of your country. You think positively. You behave in an optimistic way. You are the citizens of this country and you have to contribute for the nation building. That's why you have to think positively regarding the country, society in general, and family and individual in particular. Then and then the country will be progress. Yes, you can command or you can acquire mastery over English if you think positively, if you have an optimistic attitude. Attitude is a very important factor in learning English language. Think positively and feel positively. That creates a kind of self-confidence. When you develop a positive attitude, you will start feeling better about yourself. You will treat yourself with a more respect and love. And this in turn will boost your confidence level and inner strength. You will take on new challenges and come out of your self-limiting beliefs. That's why our attitude should be positive. Accept the challenge. What happened in our society? We used to express our problems. I have a financial problem. I have this problem. I have this problem. In this way, we are thinking and thinking and thinking. That makes us negative. Yes, problems are there. Challenges are there, but you have to convert that problems and challenges into opportunities. Then you can overcome the every hurdles, the every obstacle of your life. In the final, I'm coming to the conclusion. In the light of the discussion, we come to the conclusion that our attitude towards English language should be positive. Don't think what others says about the English language. They are, teaching you that English is a very difficult subject. English is a very tough subject, but in reality, it is not. Your mindset should be totally optimistic. Your mindset should be totally positive. So our attitude toward English language should be positive. The aim of learning English language at all levels, including semi-urban and rural area, will be achieved when you do focus on the 4 skills of language. You should have a good reading habit, 4 skills of language. That is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. You don't have nobody creates any atmosphere for you for developing your communicative competence in English. You have to create such a kind of atmosphere. So you should be good in a reading skill, writing skill, listening skill, and speaking. Whenever you get a chance, you read out newspapers. Whenever you get a chance, you attend the speeches of the experts. Even you listen the news channel, especially English channels, you can improve. Even you watch a subtitle English movie, that will also help you to improve your English language. Apart from these, 3 knowledge areas are also important to learn English language, that is grammar. Especially, you should be well versed in tenses and auxiliaries and kind of sentences. And another factor, that is vocabulary. How do you going to enhance your vocabulary? You cannot memorize, you cannot recite all those things, and you cannot store all the vocabulary in your mind. I'm going to throw light on the stark reality that whatever you read in the first year or second year regarding English literature or English language, you should know the meaning of each and every words of your notes or your books. So you start reading the material, open the dictionary and write down the meaning of word over on the book itself. It doesn't matter. It seems awkward, but you have to write the meaning of that particular word over that word. In this way, you can develop your vocabulary. In first year, you practice these things. The same words, some kind of words you face in the first year, that comes in the second year. Then unconscious mind, that words comes to in your unconscious mind. Means you have to practice it. Write, open the dictionary, use the dictionary and write the meaning of that particular words which seems difficult for you. In this way, you can develop a vocabulary skill. And another important factor, that is phonetics. You should have a sound knowledge of phonetics. Your every possible efforts to learn English will lead you towards destination. Thus, systematic and academic application of motivation and attitude issues in English language learning classes is very significant, is very important, and can make English language learning more interesting. I thank organizing committee, especially Dr. Vivek Joshi, the head of the Department of English, PGTD, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, for inviting me as a part of this lecture series. I also thank the team of the English Department, Gondwana University, Gadchiroli, especially Madam Dr. Shifa Thavle, Dr. Pramod Javre sir, Vaibhav Masaram sir. I thank all the teaching fraternity joined this lecture series on this online portal for patiently listening me, and I thank all my dear student participants for patiently listening me. Thank you very much.
Yes, Dr. Joshi. Please take a brief question and answer session.
Dr. Javre, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I spoke. Did you get my voice? Okay, now I request Dr. Joshi to have a question and answer session.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Punjale, for your motivating and energetic session dealing about the attitude and motivational factors, which are very intrinsic kind of elements to learn new things, particularly when it comes to language. Thank you very much. But the students who are participating from their home due to this pandemic situation in this online kind of engagement, they are maybe there are some queries from the participants, and I hope you would be able to answer them through this
Not
session. Am I not audible?
Hello.
Am I not audible?
You are audible, sir.
So there are a few queries about the content, uh, some techniques you mentioned in your session. Hello, hello. Am I audible enough? I think
Yes,
there is
sir,
some
you are
issue.
audible.
There is some issue from the speakers kind of. So should I continue or wait for a minute?
Fulzale sir, are they
Sir.
getting voice?
Ask to Fulzale, sir, whether he can hear to us or not.
Sir, you people are not audible for me. I'm not getting any point whether you are speaking.
So can you hear
Hello.
us? Hello. Can you hear us, Dr. Fuljale? Hello. Dr. Fuljale, can you hear us?
Okay, let me change this.
I think there is some connectivity issue with the speaker. So, Dr. Javre, can we share these queries with the speaker later so that he can answer them, and we'll share the same on the Telegram group that the students are following. There is some connectivity issue, so let us wait for some time till the vote of thanks. Till then, we will have vote of thanks. If the matter get resolved by then we'll ask questions. Otherwise, we'll share these queries with the speaker later, and the response from the speaker we will share through Telegram. Would that do one? Would that work? Okay. So
Hello.
over to you, Dr. Hello,
Yes,
Dr. Fuljale, can you hear us?
Yeah. Now I hear.
Okay. So thank you very much. I will repeat what I said initially. Your motivational kind of words during your session, they are definitely going to do wonder for the students who are listening to these speakers through the sessions about very important features and aspects of the learning life these students are undergoing. Unfortunately, I would call this lot unfortunate because they are missing the real life classrooms, face-to-face classrooms, physical classrooms, where the teachers and the students will take part in the learning process. But unfortunately, we won't be able to do much on this side for the time being. And in the response to that particular anxiety from the teaching and the learning community, we have come up with this solution from our side, where teachers and the students are sharing this platform to understand and learn new things from new speakers daily. Dear Dr. Fuljale, there are a few queries from the participants. So would you like to answer them here?
Sir, of course. Sure.
So you talked about the techniques, some techniques, and you're also talking about I am okay, you are okay, I am okay, you are not okay, kind of 4 windows you're talking about. So there are a few queries regarding this. Can you share the source of this particular theory, where this particular theory is shared or discussed? Maybe you are talking about some author and the title. So the speakers are the participants would be happy. Participants would be happy to know.
Who developed this model?
So the title
Hello.
of that particular book and the writer would do.
Sure. No problem.
So you can type the content in the chat box, and we will share it further with the students.
Sure.
Right. Number 2, there is another concern by the listeners and the participants from this platform. See, when you are in the classroom situation, the teacher can understand with the physical presence of the learners and the stakeholders. Teacher can understand from the reactions of the learners about their requirements in the classroom. how the teaching community is expected to deal with this issue when they are in the online mode nowadays?
Yeah, sir, question is very relevant in the present context. So we have to think about it, sir. In this online mode, what kind of strategies and techniques we use so that we get to the student in a proper manner. So we have to ponder over it, sir. Means I can't abruptly and suddenly tell you the solution on this issue. We have to think over it. We have to ponder over it on this issue, and then our giant venture will give a way to this problem.
Dear speaker, thank you so much. The purpose of such deliberation is also to start or initiate discussion further about the concerns and the worries the learning community is facing, the teaching fraternity is facing. So as we have participants, students participants on this platform, we also have the teaching fraternity affiliated to the university. So is there anybody, and can I request the teachers who are participating in this particular discussion to share their views about this particular topic or the session that Dr. Fuljale has conducted just now, or their views, general overall views about this particular series? Can you all unmute yourself and express or share your views? Okay, that's all from my side. Dr. Jawhari, over to you.
Yeah, so now it's time for having voter thanks with the member from our department itself. I request Shilpa Thode ma'am to have this. Please initiate.
Am I audible to all? Thank you so much, Zavre sir. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on the fourth day of this No Age lecture series. In the fourth session, we have invited Dr. Dhammapal Fuljale as a resource person, and his topic was a good one, that is motivation and attitudes for learning English. We know that we know the fact that in metro cities, students don't face any phobia while learning or while acquiring knowledge of English. But in remote areas like Gadchiroli, the students definitely have the phobia in their mind that how we can acquire or how we can develop the attitude towards learning English. And today, Dr. Fuljile has well explained his topic with some fantastic examples like Four Windows by Joe Harry. And he has well explained that how students or learners can develop their attitudes, especially optimistic attitudes, in order to be a good communicator. Thank you, Fuljale sir, for being with us and for sharing your thoughts and for motivating our students from PGTD and also from affiliated colleges. And thank you for giving some techniques or giving the information about some techniques that how to develop the attitude towards learning English. Thank you very much. I also express my sincere thanks to all the participants who joined us online through Microsoft Teams and through other online modes like YouTube. I also express my sincere thanks to all the attendees, all the students especially. And last but not the least, I also express my sincere thanks to the head of our department, Dr. Vivek Joshi, for being with us. And lastly, with the prior permission of the head of PGTD, I declare that the session is over, and we will meet tomorrow. We'll have with us tomorrow Dr. Aslam Sheikh with a new topic. All the details will be given on Instagram group and all the WhatsApp groups. So be with us tomorrow. As tomorrow is Sunday and also the Teachers' Day. So all must be busy tomorrow because it is a holiday. So that's why we have some changes in timings. Tomorrow's session will be held on at 2 p.m. in the afternoon session. So thank you very much once again, all the participants. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.